Now, before we get started with the video, I want to give a big thank you to SoFi for sponsoring a portion of this video. SoFi is a personal finance company that allows you to save, spend, earn, and borrow and invest all in one place. You can manage all of your finances in one easy-to-use app. SoFi recently introduced a credit card, which is what I'm excited to talk about today. Their credit card offers credit card rewards redeemable in cryptocurrency, but more on this later. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. So today was yet another rough day in the crypto market, just like we predicted in our past few videos. Now, although there is clear blood on the streets, it's times like this where you can find yourself maximizing tremendous opportunity in the market. In this video, you'll learn about investing into the crypto market when everyone seems terrified. I'll also give you some additional crucial updates with Cardano and also go over some major crypto news hot off the press. All right, so first things first, the global crypto market cap is sitting at a $1.78 trillion overall global cap. So if we take a look at the crypto fear and greed index, today we are in the fearful zone at a 27 compared to the strong contrast of the extreme greed that we saw in the market just a few weeks back. Now, if we take a look at most cryptocurrencies, you'll notice that we are actually currently sitting at a lot of different support levels. So this right here is a strong opportunity for me to pick up different positions at a great price. Over in the Discord for our Patreon group, we've actually been discussing more of the opportunities that came about, and I also made a few purchases over the past few days, averaging down my positions and also entering some newer altcoins that I've discussed over on the group. Now, as of now, with Bitcoin sitting currently right above $40,000, Ethereum right under $3,000 at $2,700, we're seeing the entire crypto market falling down because Bitcoin is continuing to liquidate in its price. Now, although it can be tough seeing your portfolio in a moment like this, you just have to realize that this is all a part of cryptocurrency. You're going to have some high days, you're going to have some low days, but overall, with the amount of gains that you can have the opportunity to make, I believe this is a fair game, and it's all about staying level-headed in situations just like this. Now, if you are a newer investor, you need to keep in mind that fundamentally nothing has changed with many other altcoins, and they are simply just going down in price because Bitcoin and the overall global crypto market cap has been going down as well. Now, with that being said, I did want to focus a little bit more in this episode on Cardano. We actually haven't talked about it in the past few days, and I know many of you guys are curious on what some of the moves that you should be making in this situation is. So today, Cardano is sitting at $1.97, recently breaking that $2 support level and even touching down below to $1.92 over on this exchange. Now, for me personally, I believe that this is a great buying zone for Cardano because we know that they still have their summit coming up. We know that we have seen success with their smart contract Alonzo upgrade, and all of this downward pressure that we're getting in the crypto markets is simply just because Bitcoin is coming down in price. Cardano has not made any slip ups. They have not made any drastic changes. No one has gotten hacked. This is all just happening because Bitcoin is also going down in price. So knowing all of that information, you should be able to make the decision to understand that the value will return back to a lot of these cryptocurrencies as soon as we get Bitcoin starting to stabilize back in price. If we pull this out in the last 1 month with Cardano hitting about $3, imagine how high the demand was during this time and how much people are reluctant to invest in it now that the price has gone down. I know that many new investors who just get into crypto now and you see your portfolio tank, you may be more reluctant to enter the market because you see a reduction in your investment. But I really encourage you all to fight against the feelings of emotion and trying to think that, you lost all this money, because first, you haven't really lost any money until you realize your losses by submitting a confirmation on that trade. So even if you see your portfolio down, that doesn't mean it's going to stay down forever. This is just another opportunity for you guys to be able to maximize your own trades. Now, just think back about how high the crypto market was a few weeks back. We're sitting at $2.3 trillion, and now that we have slid way under that, way under $2 trillion, it looks like many people are getting antsy, but taking a look at the crypto fear and greed index, when people are getting fearful, this is when you want to amp up the buys. Now, for me, I did not do much buying at all. Last month, when the market was getting extremely greedy, I was staying still. I was holding all of my cash, getting ready for an opportunity like this. And I believe within the past few days, we're just shy of about $100,000 that I put right back into the crypto market, buying buying back up this dip because I'm still very bullish going into October, November, and December, also the fourth quarter of the crypto market. Now, once you're in that mindset of wanting to invest more money in the market, when you do see a buying opportunity like this, the question is, which cryptocurrencies should you be doubling down on? Now, I know many investors' go-to choice would be Bitcoin. For me, I personally prefer a lot of altcoins, more diversified in the space. So Ethereum comes up to be a runner-up. I know many people would rather invest into Ethereum just because they may have heard about it more often. For me, I actually have been entering additional positions, and I do believe Cardano is going to have much more significant gains than if I were to compare it to Ethereum or even Bitcoin. In this article here, Cardano also promises the industry-defining announcement coming at its biggest ever summit, which is what we've been talking about, known as the Cardano Summit, September 25th and September 26th, coming very soon. They state online delegates will be able to use the latest technology previously employed by industry heavyweights such as Google, which incorporates a suite of social, video, and interactive features. Community-led events will also be happening across 6 continents and more than 50 countries. Throughout 2021, Cardano has demonstrated its dedication to improving systems across the globe while democratizing opportunities in the process. So the Cardano Summit's going to feature prominent political figures, tech, and business leaders with some exclusive announcements which have been described as groundbreaking. The Cardano Summit 2021 follows the launch of smart contract capabilities on Cardano and a remarkable 6 years of intensive development and peer-reviewed academic research to create a third-generation blockchain platform which is not only eco-friendly, which has been a huge concern alongside Bitcoin's, having been proven during extensive peer-reviewed research and development. They state we can now expect hundreds of groundbreaking innovations that will change industries far beyond that of blockchain. Now, with all that being said, here are some Cardano bullish predictions that we're getting from heavy analysts. Wallet Investor is reportedly still bullish on ADA, thinking it can even double up the current price through the next 12 months and even hit new all-time highs. The site reportedly predicts that the price of ADA could go up to $4.52 in September 2022. CoinQuora reportedly sees potential for massive gains for ADA before the year ends. If the whole bullish trend still continues, ADA could even push through the strong $3 resistance level and could potentially explode to prices that are as high as $7. Now, Coin Price Forecast is going to be the least bullish for their price prediction, and they're actually stating $2.81, right under $3 by the year of 2022, and Gov Capital is currently seeing ADA retaking the $3 mark. So regardless of whichever bullish prediction you want to go with, if you continue to invest into Cardano, even right now where it's under $2, I believe this is a significant, a huge opportunity to make money in this market. If we were to hit even just $2.81, you are still making a very strong return on your investment now. Now, before we get into some major crypto news, just a quick message from today's sponsor, SoFi. Thanks again to SoFi for sponsoring a portion of this video. So SoFi recently launched a credit card that is designed to help you save, invest, and pay down eligible SoFi debt. The SoFi credit card has 2% cash back and allows you to redeem your rewards directly into Bitcoin or Ethereum. That means you can participate in crypto investing simply by using your credit card. You can also check out SoFi's investing platform and get access to 20 other cryptocurrencies on the market as well. Don't forget to check out the link down below in the description if you also want a free $10 added into your crypto investment account. And thank you once again to SoFi for sponsoring a portion of this video. Now, although we're still experiencing a dip in the current crypto market price, you have to realize that devs are still working around the clock in order to ensure that they are coming out with the supposed upgrades. As an example, that's going to be Sunday Swap, which is supposed to be added to Cardano Cube's platform very, very soon. With that being said, we did have some more additional major breaking news, and this was with Coinbase back in the headlines, and they state they dropped plans to launch interest product after CEO's SEC comments. Coinbase has decided to halt its plans to launch an interest earning product. The move comes 2 weeks after CEO Brian Armstrong took the SEC to task on Twitter for its lack of guidance on the matter. Now, the reason why this article is so significant is because it looks like Brian Armstrong was so heavily set on his perspective of how much the SEC was discriminating and just being unfair to the crypto market. Now, with regards to the details of this, Coinbase was just going to allow you to pretty much have a feature just similar to BlockFi or Celsius where you can earn additional interest on your cryptocurrency. With regards to this news, I am very surprised at how quick they were able to, turn a little bit around, because it just seemed like the CEO Brian Armstrong was was very set on trying to get this through, especially with the amount of tweets that he had over on his thread just a few weeks back. But who knows what's going on under the table? It looks like Coinbase does want to hear just more clear regulation and definitive answers. And in the meantime, they're just not going to mess around with that. Now, I think only time will tell what the updates on this are going to be, but especially with Coinbase, I mean, you could find yourself earning an additional 4%. It's not a crazy amount, but it still definitely would have been nice. And they did have a wait list, which showed hundreds of thousands of different users for their app were interested in the product as well. Now, while that is in the headlines, you may not have heard about this, but Coinbase actually got a $1.36 million contract with ICE. And yes, this is with ICE, also known as the Immigration and Customs Enforcement. So they state here, this isn't Coinbase's first contract with ICE, to many people's surprise. Last month, the cryptocurrency company was paid $29,000 to provide forensic software to the agency. Last year, Coinbase also signed 2 contracts with the DEA and IRS. The new contract is starting with an obligation to pay Coinbase $455,000, with that total going up to $1.36 million if all the contract's options are exercised and Coinbase completes all of its obligations. So I know that some investors in the space are really unhappy that Coinbase is working so closely with government entities like ICE, the DEA, or even the IRS. Now, I do believe that this isn't necessarily too bad in the crypto space. Just because they are choosing to get a little bit of cheddar, a little bit of bread from the government entities, it doesn't mean that they're taking any more rights away from their consumers. With a platform as big as this and a company that literally just went public earlier this year, I believe it is good for them to continue to expand their branches and to continue helping different government officials. I just hope that they're not using the type of data that they have scraped over the past few years through customer acquisition in making sure that we don't get our privacy breached. Now, we've seen this happen a lot with other tech giants. Just as an example, Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg, who was recently in the stands quite a bit of times over the past few years. We just got to make sure that a lot of these companies aren't going to take our information over for granted. But I do believe in this case, they are trying to use it for good. Maybe it is for international money laundering, or maybe they can pinpoint some more identities of individuals who are trying to use crypto for bad. I believe for regular investors like us, as long as Coinbase is still staying afloat and they know how to work around regulatory measures, we are still going to benefit this because they are going to ensure that they still have a place in this world and the US government isn't just going to come and kick them out, especially when they're able to have these type of contracts and relationships moving forward into the future. Now, I also want to talk about this really interesting article. So Snoop Dogg actually reveals that he's an A-lister behind a popular NFT Twitter account. So just a few months back in August, there was a Twitter account called Cosimo Medici, and people are trying to figure out who this was because they actually came out with some very interesting threads. This was a completely anonymous account, but you could actually see them making a ton of money based on the OpenSea transactions and their wallet address. So this individual, which allegedly turned out to be Snoop Dogg, to many people's surprise, made a very interesting Twitter thread, and this stated, "Did I imagine my very first purchase of a useless JPEG would cost $2 million USD? Absolutely not. It should have been $4 million. Friends, today I share the uncensored tale of how I entered the wild world of NFTs from 0 to 8 figures in 30 days. It's always so amazing to experience firsthand a lot of these A-list celebrities that get into the crypto scene. Now, even for me personally, over the past few months, I've had people in the NBA. I have a wrestler right now in the WWE that I found out was following me. I've had MC Hammer follow me over on Twitter. A lot of celebrities are getting into the scene, and the reason why this is so important is because celebrities, they all have influence. They have things that people look up to, whether it's music, whether it's art, or you just want to follow along because you watch their movies. Whenever we get larger public figures getting on board with the developments of cryptocurrency, this will just further push us farther so we can get more price increases, we get more money, we get more attention, we get more eyeballs, and the better development of the market happens. Now, in addition to that, we also had some exclusive news about a third of swing state voters want crypto as a legal payment in their state. Now, a third is a very significant amount, and it may seem like crypto is dying down. People don't care about it, but we recently had El Salvador adopted as legal tender, and moving forward, as people continue to hear about crypto and just seeing the amazing developments that it makes in the overall grand current scheme of payments, the world, and development of smart contracts utility, I believe it's going to continue to further progress even when the markets take a dip just like this. Now, to wrap this video up, here's a tweet that pretty much sums up my feelings so well. Bottom or not, it's completely irrelevant for experienced traders. As you know, chances of catching perfect bottoms are lower than winning a lottery ticket. You're buying Bitcoin 25 to 30% cheaper than just 14 days ago. That's what matters for your profitability. Now, whenever you see a market this red, I know that it can get so discerning, and trust me, it hurts me just the same seeing my portfolio and how much the money has gone down and just telling yourself, man, I knew I should have sold just a few weeks back, but you can't tell yourself those toxic conversations. I think the most important thing to do is, if you are a firm believer of crypto, if you think 5 to 10 years from now, the price is going to be higher than where it's at today, it's not going to matter about the short-term volatility or where your crypto portfolio is at right now, unless you desperately need the money tomorrow to pay for rent. But in that case, you shouldn't even be putting your life savings into crypto that you may need quick access to. Crypto is something that I treat just like my long-term retirement fund or a savings account. I know that this is going to outperform many indexes, and I don't plan on touching this money for a long time. So it definitely allows me to separate myself and not have such a strong emotional attachment to that money. And whenever you see those dips, you should be acting on it, especially if you think the market is going to continue to move forward. Now, the beauty out of all this is that we are still in September, and historically, like we mentioned on this channel, September is not supposed to be a good month for crypto. It is good that a lot of this is happening now, not in the middle of October, not in the middle of Q4, or even going into December. We're seeing price fluctuations now. So no matter what happens in the future, if October, November, December happen to be positive months, hindsight is actually going to tell us at that point in time that right now, this week, the ending of September is pretty much the last opportunity to buy in before we go into another explosion. Now, guys, I hope you're able to find value in this video. I'm still very bullish in the overall longevity of the crypto market. If you are a firm believer in that as well too, you should continue investing money in the market, because time in the market will outbeat trying to time the market every time. As of now, I am going to continue to buy at these dips, and if you guys have been following along at least the past few videos on this channel, or even 2 weeks ago when I gave those crypto key dates, you guys would be well prepared for times like this and know that we did have a correction coming. Now, I do believe that this week is still going to be rocky. This is why I'm not just YOLOing 100% of my cash reserves into crypto at this moment, because I don't think that this could be the bottom right now. We do have Korean exchanges still very shaken up right now. We still need to hear more confirmation of the Evergrande situation in China. And on top of that, if we do get some more foundation in traditional markets and we get a little bit of a better idea of at least where we are with inflation, all this money printing, and see if we get some ideas on whether the government is going to taper down or not, that is when I believe we could begin to see a bounce back up and then resume a great end to the year. But as of now, keep your chin up. Don't get discouraged. Before we end this video, we didn't do a code word yesterday, so we got to do a double code word for today. And for this, we're going to do Rice Krispie. Just comment that down below if you guys are watching this till the end, because I've been munching on those and I just got one right there. I also do have some further announcements. I am going to Texas literally in less than 8 hours from now for a FinCon convention. I will be trying my best to upload consistently, but I will be out of the office for about a week. After Austin, Texas, I do plan on visiting LA. I will probably be at VidSummit. If you guys are in the Patreon, I will be posting some more exclusive photos, videos, and letting you guys know some status updates of what's going on as well in my life. Now, guys, thank you all so much again for watching this video till the end. Big shout out to SoFi for sponsoring this video. That sponsorship was due for so long. We actually were supposed to do that like many months ago, but compliance took a while, but we were able to finally get it out. So hopefully you guys check them out, listed down below in the description as well, and follow me over on Instagram if you guys haven't done so already. There are going to be scam accounts impersonating me that DM you as soon as you follow me, so please do not fall for them. Report them, block them, troll them, do whatever you want to do. And some of them actually have more followers than my main account, and that's because they just buy a bunch of followers. So be careful for that. If you do follow any account, it's going to be the one that's listed down below in the description of this video. Thank you all so much again for watching this video. Haven't traveled in a minute, but I'm super excited for Austin. If you guys have any food recommendations like barbecue or any like gyms too, I'm trying to find like a good gym to work out during the week. Let me know down below in the comment section, or just shoot me over some recommendations on Instagram as well. Thank you all so much again for watching this video. Have a great night, and until next time, peace out.